Welcome to the C-Level Strategy Series with Jon Arnold. This series delves deeply into the issues business owners and leaders face each day as they operate their businesses in a post-pandemic world.
What are you doing to navigate the environment as it relates to social and political issues? Example, base camp banning political discussions at work.
One of the fundamentals of our company is mutual respect. I don't think we avoid those conversations. People feel comfortable to express their personal opinions on whether it's political or religious beliefs, things like that. The undertone of our company, going back to the culture, is we don't have to agree with each other. Let's respect each other and not make it about me, John, and you, me and you, John. So don't personalize things. It's just if people have that point of view, they have that point of view. Doesn't mean you have to agree. And then I think there are certain things that you have to be just cautious of. Is that appropriate for us to discussing in this environment? It can be a really slippery slope for businesses. You know, the most recent thing with vaccines, mandates. I mentioned earlier we just moved in our new office complex on Monday. And there's things that are personal between you, your spouse, your family, and I think that's one of those areas. And I think some of these topics are those areas that isn't really appropriate to have some of those conversations in the business forum, because it could go bad really, really quick. So we just always remind people, be respectful, and that if someone doesn't agree with you, that's okay.
Guy, would you kind of round that off for us and tell me your feelings on that from the heart?
Well, I'm in a workplace where public policy is part of what we do, so we can't go through a day without talking about that. But I go back to Barb's barometer, and it's just knowing when is that discussion, or when do you feel that discussion is getting to a point that, okay, now it's too emotional, or now it's not productive, and you just have to end it. But I do want to foster the open thought, and we have to, because that's the nature of our business is public policy for our companies. Are you saying that you openly discuss sensitive political issues at the chamber? We openly discuss issues that matter to businesses, and so those will sometimes get personal and sensitive, sure. Ever get heated? I think we have a good barometer. I mean, that's good. That's good to hear. Because it can in a hurry. It can, but I don't think that we've ever had that. I've never had to put the foot down, and I don't know that anybody's ever had to do that. I think we all are sensitive enough and respect each other enough that we've been fortunate so far. Barb?
On the political side, I think we more or less, I wouldn't say that we avoid discussion of politics. It's just, it hasn't been an issue here. But on the social side, I would say that I hope that we have really leaned into some of the social change that we're seeing at both the national level and at the local level. We are a very diverse workforce. Housing the Minority Business Assistance Center really caused us to look internal to ourselves and try to understand not only who we are as an organization, but what is our role in the community. And we are not where I want us to be. I am not where I want to be personally, but I think we are a very different organization today than we were 10 years ago. I think that's probably true for all organizations, but I hope it's especially true for us. Really are trying to understand what we can do to be a force for good in terms of helping to build an economy that is more integrated and diversified. We're looking right now as we write our next strategic plan at what other roles are there in the community that need to be filled, and how can we play those roles respectfully. Because I do think a big part of this ongoing discussion and the community need is that we need to be a part of a solution and not trying to mandate solutions or do top-down kinds of things. So really understanding that and just being a voice at the table and helping to convene other voices, whatever that looks like, is the right path forward. But this is difficult stuff, and it's hard to, you talk to 10 different people and you're going to get 20 different opinions on any subject, and this is particularly true. I hope that 10 years from now we look even more different than we do, looking back a decade.
Thanks for watching the video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that little bell for notifications, and also make sure to connect with us on Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn. For all of your business news, visit businessjournaldaily.com. For all of your arts and entertainment news, go to afterhoursyoungstown.com.